Well, Bearsy, let's get right to it. Not much to say after this one. Embarrassing was a word used by the Bruins. Kind of, as a guy that's played the game, has been covering the sport forever, how does something like that happen in such a critical game?
I mean, they're searching for answers too, Danny. I wish I had an answer for you. It was so bad in the first period, and it was self-inflicted. It's one thing if a team's coming at you with a ton of pressure and you're coughing a couple pucks up. Turnovers are going to happen in a game. Mistakes are going to happen in a game. But some of the goals were scored. There's no pressure at all. It was just you've got full control of the puck, and you make a bad pass coming out of the zone, or it's a bad bounce, and then there's a bad coverage, and everything got compounded. So there's no way to explain it. It happened. Okay, it's how you respond now, and what do you do going into Game 5? I mean, I don't think anybody's sugarcoating the fact that it was bad. It was as bad as it can be in the first period. Third period wasn't much better, but at least in the second period there was a little pushback. But by then you're down 4-0, and you've dug yourself such a huge hole.
As a player going through it, what's that like?
Oh, it snowballs. I mean, you could tell. I mean, body language by the players, the lack of emotion by the players. I know some guys tried to bring it out, and those are guys that. You try to find it somewhere, but it was nowhere to be found in the first period. I mean, they were back on their heels in Game 4 on home ice, and you're outshot 19-5 or 19-4, whatever it was, and you allow the 4 goals, and a lot of it's on you.
Yeah.
They're a good team. We get that. So you can't give them those chances, but it's on you because you have full possession of the puck on several of those.
It was fun to watch them respond in Game 2 in Buffalo, and then the way they played at home this year, Bearsy, everyone's sitting there saying, okay, here we go. What has prevented them, in your mind, from playing their style of hockey at home?
I think Game 3, Game 3 wasn't bad. Game 3 was a winnable game. I thought Buffalo played really well in Game 3, and you still had an opportunity to win. Today was it was a complete disaster, right? I mean, in the way that they played. So had no chance to win today at all, and that started right from the beginning. I mean, one of the first couple of shifts, it was exactly that. So it's how you bounce back now.
Yep.
All right, Game 5. Let's see what you got now going back to Buffalo.
Well, let's talk about that. They're down 3-1, Game 5 Tuesday. What happens starting right now if you're a player, coach, as you get ready for Tuesday in Buffalo?
Pride. That's what's going to be talked about. I mean, if this game happened in January or something, you kind of burn the tape. Let's just move on to the next game. But no, you need to be held accountable for the way that you played here today. But you do have to move on to the next game, and that's the beauty of the playoffs. You can lose 10-1 and be ready for the next game. But unfortunately now this is do or die. Today was an important game for them. They had an opportunity to get back in the series and tie it up and be even going back to Buffalo. But the way that you played, you've got to be able to flush it and get yourself ready for the next one.
Enjoy your wings.
Thanks, Roche.